Hey everybody, how's it going? Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. I got the floor set in, I've got the dash panel wood in, and I've got the firewall wood in. All of these I use the Gorilla Glue. It expands, it comes out every nook and cranny, and that's what you want to avoid with this, or any voids or air spaces. You want to try to avoid that now. After this starts drying, it'll all start oozing out the sides, and I can trim it all off, and all this will get fiberglassed in. I've done the firewall and the dash, so I put the floor in. So everything up under the dash is all done and ready to paint and install whatever I got to do in the dash there. But I'm working on the floor. I've done the same thing, the Gorilla Glue, and I got about 6 screws coming in from the bottom. This back side here, it's probably 5 inches deep as far as an angle to go up here. So I use the planer, and it takes me a little bit, but absolutely gets the edges. You cut this just right, cut these angles just right, and a little bit wide, and narrow it down slowly, and you end up nice and tight with a nice tight fit. Um, Avoid those air pockets. That's what we want to try to avoid if we can. Now, eventually, you can fill them in and lay glass over them. We're going to wood all these walls and cut this door, but we got to first go back over some of these and reinforce before we cover them up. If we go to cut in to the outside of them, sanding in, and we'll come to a point where there's no more meat, and then you can't fill it in. There's no filling it in if you can't get to the backside. So we're going to make sure all these are good and reinforced before we go any further reinforcing the floor or adding wood. But she's going to start going pretty fast now. Today's day 59, so I've got 31 days left, and I'm pretty sure we're still on schedule. I guess when I get about 10 days out, we'll see. We'll know for sure. That's always how it is. I think one time I had the inspector called me and he was ready to come inspect it. And I had this thing probably about where it is right now. In 12 days, I had it all done and he was ready to inspect it. So I don't want to rush too much, and I don't want to rush at all if I can. I'm only on it 3 hours a day for the most part. So I suppose if I get tight, I can spend a little bit more time on it than that. But that's what we got. I'm jabbering today, man. You guys take it easy. Have a good one. Thanks for coming back.